With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted. And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. At the 26-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applied. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see. Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Brings up second and 3.
Throwing on second and 3. Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 44 yards. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also. Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands,
and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
That's the score. Ravens 7, Bills 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, here's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down now. It's Love, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Smith catches left side. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try to add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is going to be brought back for the Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
There defensively.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's 3rd down. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flush to his right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jackson. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even think.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Big job right there. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Finds the open target, Arnold. And oh, he coughed it up.
Complete to Jan Arnold. Fumble on the play. recovered by the offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Devin Singletary certainly capable of breaking off some big runs, and he got loose on a big one there.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Carson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abuka coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, a quick throw here that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Going deep for Diggs. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Allen steps away to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down and 4, Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd and long.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Ravens, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.